There is a growing negative perception of the legislature when some Nigerians feel dissatisfied with their representation. This has led to protests and agitations by some constituents over perceived non-performance by some elected representatives. There are reports of some legislators being attacked in their constituencies by angry youths for what they called inactive representation and non-performance. Experts on Good Morning Nigeria say such action is not necessary because the 1999 Constitution, as amended, makes explicit provision to recall any legislator who does not live up to expectation. A former minority leader in the House of Representatives, Farouk Adamu Aliyu, is one out of few legislators in the history of the nation's democracy whose process of recall was carried through.
Actually, what happened was, in Mantu's case, because of connivance with INEC, they didn't go through at all. INEC, I mean, the petition didn't even see the light of the day. That was exactly what happened in my case. And Lalong, you know, who was the speaker at that time, they took his case just like mine, you know, to the logical conclusion.
Why did it not happen?
Well, it didn't happen because I had my constituency with me. Simple. The people were with me, and that's why I defeated them.
But it is happening in Kaduna State now. No, whether they will succeed, I don't know. It has in Plateau. They tried to. They did it. They crossed the first threshold. So we are there. We'll be there.
All right.
INEC Director of Voter Education and Publicity Oluwole Osazeuzi agreed that recall cases are few, describing the process as very stringent.
50% of the registered voters, that's what the Constitution says, both submitting the petition and 50% of registered voters in that constituency saying yes, they want to recall the member. So many, quite a number have been presented in the tens, not I don't think up to 100, but very, very few have succeeded to the next stage.
Today we don't know who is where. You have voice, what do you call it? Voice, yeah, no, and that shrouds completely the ability of citizens to even track, you know, the performance of their legislators in real terms.
While imploring for non-interference from other tiers of government in the recall process, other guests identified over bloated voter register and voter apathy, as well as court injunctions, as some factors that discourage the exercise of this constitutional provision.
I'm hoping that there's a possibility that some of these things will stop. First thing we need to know is the philosophical background, the theoretical underpinnings for the distinction between recall and impeachment.
The guests commended NTA for enlightening the public on this and other democratic rights, saying that it will go a long way in strengthening the nation's democracy. Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.